We have a problem, Batman. Gotham needs you again.
Iron Man. Real name Tony Stark. Billionaire, engineer, genius, narcissist, human. Among all the metahumans, aliens, and demigods I've profiled, Stark remains one of the most dangerous, precisely because he's none of those things. He's just a man in a suit. But the suit isn't what gives him power. His mind does. And that mind, left unchecked, builds gods. Stark operates under the illusion of control. That technology can fix everything. That with enough data, enough armor, enough upgrades, chaos becomes solvable. But when men chase control that desperately, they stop caring who gets crushed underneath it. Stark doesn't think in right or wrong. He thinks in risk and reward. And when the reward is peace, he'll take risks most wouldn't dare speak aloud. He once tried to privatize global defense. Then he built an AI to police humanity. That AI almost wiped us out. He learns from his mistakes, that's the problem. Every failure becomes fuel. Every loss, another line of code. He's not the man who thinks he's perfect. He's the man who knows he's flawed and builds better weapons to compensate. He doesn't need superpowers. He has money, satellites, AI networks, off-world, arsenals, and a mind that makes genius look slow. When he's bored, he invents new elements. When he's scared, he rewrites planetary defense protocols. And when he feels guilty, he builds more armor. I've already seeded Stark Tech's neural cloud with disruptive phantom code, undetectable unless you're looking for it, and even then, it just looks like random entropy. But when activated, it sends a feedback pulse through his suit's targeting systems, scrambling heat signature acquisition. It won't disable the suits, but it will make them blind, long enough to remove their strategic advantage. I also monitor Stark's emotional shifts. They precede his worst decisions: loss, guilt, betrayal. That's when he gets dangerous. That's when he builds something new. I've tied his biometric feedback into a predictive behavior model. When his cortisol spikes and his sleep drops below 4 hours for 3 consecutive nights, the system flags me. He may be on the verge of another project. And the world may be on the verge of another near apocalypse. If he goes rogue, intentionally or under manipulation, I engage protocol red silence. Step 1. Deploy electromagnetic nets over his launch bays and remote armory sites. Step 2. Activate Stark AI decoys across major servers to divide his system's attention. Step 3. Introduce an adaptive virus that scrambles FRIDAY's prioritization structure, forcing her to protect him rather than fight. What do you think, Alfred?
He's not a monster, sir. Just a man who believes he's the only one smart enough to save the world, which is precisely what makes him capable of destroying it.
Exactly. That's why I won't fight Stark first. I'll confront him, personally, face to face. He respects challenge, respects intellect. If I present him with proof that his actions pose a risk to humanity, he'll hesitate. Not out of fear, out of ego. He doesn't want to be wrong. I'll use that. If he doesn't stand down, I initiate the arc collapse maneuver, a coordinated assault on his arc reactor grid. His suits are fast, but they rely on sustained energy flow. Sharp enough power disruption locks them mid-air. While airborne, I deploy ceramic pulse rounds lined with EMP disruptors, designed not to kill, but to trap the suits in freefall. If necessary, I'll sever his remote control access and force a hard reboot. If he switches to nanotech, I have a separate protocol. Nanite destabilizers laced with synthetic vibranium, programmed to mimic catastrophic system failure. The suit will dissolve around him before he realizes it's fake. If he's piloting Hulkbuster-level armor, I'll draw him into terrain designed for limited maneuverability, urban choke points with signal jammers and explosive load-bearing structures. If I fall, the failsafe is public disclosure. I've prepared a file exposing the worst-case scenario of Stark's tech in the wrong hands, including every backdoor he left open to fix it later. Once that file goes live, Every government, hacker, and villain will swarm him, not to kill him, to control him. And a controlled Stark is a cautious one. Tony Stark isn't evil, but when the line between protection and domination blurs, men like him build iron cages for the rest of us and call it progress. And the scariest part? He means well. That's why I don't wait for his mistakes. I study them, I plan for them, and if necessary, I stop them, because the man inside the suit might still be human, but the suit he's building next might not be. End file.